reconstructing a great deal from the testimonies and documents that are available. It has recorded the experiences of patients and their families, including some incredibly powerful testimonies. It will leave us with a permanent, accurate record of the consequences suffered by patients and their families, and hopefully will go some way to tackle their anger and mistrust in relation to those responsible for their treatment. I sincerely hope the report will bring closure, welcome closure, to those involved and provide a clear basis for moving forward with a system that commands full public confidence. There have clearly been significant advances in the delivery of services over the years, but we need to know whether we did lose sight of the interests of patients. Was sufficient information given to them, and could delays in decision making have been avoided? Many people in Scotland have suffered or died as a result of the transmission of hepatitis C or HIV through National Health Service treatment. Although nothing will ever compensate them or their families for that, the aim of the inquiry is to provide a full and fair account of what happened and the impact on patients and their families, recommending changes of practice where appropriate. Once the Penrose Inquiry reports, I will of course meet with key stakeholders to discuss the findings and the way forward in Scotland. I hope this will provide answers for those who have suffered or lost loved ones, and will help reassure everybody concerned that we will do everything we possibly can to prevent anything like this ever happening again. And let me tell you, I intend to review the existing support provisions for people who contracted hepatitis C from National Health Service contaminated blood when the final report of the Penrose Inquiry is being considered. To inform that review over the next few months, we intend to undertake a scoping exercise to better understand the support needs of patients and their families. We need to actually talk to the infected community to better establish where there are still gaps in services and support, including financial, medical, psychological and counselling needs. We know that those affected often have conditions which prevent them from working and which generate specialised medical needs. Both patients and their families can have deep-rooted psychological problems from the continued trauma of this experience, and again this requires specialised support and treatment. I hope that Haemophilia Scotland can assist us in reaching the haemophilia community to make this exercise as meaningful as possible. I know also that a significant proportion of people with blood-borne viruses are dependent on state benefits for their basic living needs. Hepatitis C treatment side effects can be very severe, and timely access to benefits may make the difference between someone completing or giving up on treatment. The UK Welfare Reform Act 2012 has introduced significant changes to the welfare system. Although welfare is a reserved matter for the UK government at present, we are doing what we can to protect vulnerable Scots and support people to make the transition. The only way we can really tackle these issues, I believe, is to have all these powers in Scotland so that we can provide the comprehensive support that people need. And I'm extremely concerned about some of the impacts of some of the recent welfare reforms potentially on haemophilia sufferers and indeed other people in similar positions. Let me say also, I was very impressed to hear that you've won the bid for the World Haemophilia Congress to be hosted in Glasgow in 2018, bringing 5,000 members of the global haemophilia community to Scotland. I know that the Congress is attended by leading research experts and challenging the bleeding disorders community to rethink current models of care and reflect on the future evolution of treatment. This is clearly a significant achievement for Scotland, and the Scottish Government will do everything we can to support you in the event planning to ensure that you have a successful Congress in Scotland in 2018, and many congratulations to Haemophilia Scotland for all their efforts in securing the bid. Can I say I'm very grateful for the opportunity to speak at this meeting tonight. Usually when I speak at these fringe meetings, I do so off the cuff. I've deliberately read my speech tonight so that I didn't miss out any of the important points that I wanted to make. But I just want to say on behalf of the Scottish Government that I look forward as Health Secretary to working with Haemophilia Scotland and with sufferers and with other representatives to make sure that we can and do provide the maximum possible support in every way for those people who suffer from haemophilia. And of course we will do everything we can as well within our limited means to support research into treating haemophilia as a long-term condition and hopefully eventually getting the science and the technology necessary to prevent and cure haemophilia.